New York. I'll just give you New York in a minute, but I'll probably say Uber. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Come in when you come in.
Yeah,
That's it.
Okay,
Great.
cool.
And yeah, at that, just that one, because you don't love burly kudos.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Quiet, we're slated, quiet, here we go.
Uber.
Smell?
I got him.
We gotta move!
I got him.
We gotta move! Come on!
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Give me your cell.
They must have fallen out in the crash.
We need a phone.
Hey, you want to be the guy who calls for help? Or you want to be the guy who kills these assholes?
I don't want to kill any more people.
Dude, this is your night in the desert.
We already did night in the desert. Bang. Go. You okay? You should have worn a seatbelt. Oh. No. Gotta go.
You're ready for the reaction for my energy. So I'll just do it on my own. If I'm quiet for a second, just do like you did that one.
Something. Hey, okay. Oh, I see.
Shall it down?
Yeah, just kind of go.
How many more baggies is back inside Pico? Screaming, woo!
Woo! Ah! Yeah! See that?
Yeah.
Oh! I knew it.
I'm
I'm never
sorry.
wrong about Styx fans. Journey, maybe. Never Styx. Woo!
Hey, get me closer.
Ah! I'm trying to get away! Ah! 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 Oh! Oh! Oh my God! Ah! No!
Get
I'm
me
gonna get us
closer!
further away! No! I'm gonna get us further away! I'm gonna get us further away!
Get me closer.
No, I'm gonna get us further away! Go! Ah!
But I don't just drive an Uber, I have other stuff. I'm also a small business operator, owner. I'm opening a spin gym for women, no men allowed, called Spinster. So,
That's a terrible name.
Really great job with the sculptures.
Oh, do not give me a gun right now. Do not. What are you doing? I do not want that.
There's some really bad going down tonight. I checked the place, it's clear. But it's better safe than sorry, all right? Safety's on.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you go for the fist bump and then I went for it too late. Calm down, please, guys.
I'd actually gone for a little arm punch.
Oh, okay. So then I didn't know.
Stu, oh my God. This weekend we're gonna celebrate. You, me,
Yes.
Jaeger,
Yes.
manatees,
Yes.
and Byron can come.
Oh.
Sorry, ma'am. Is this aggressively unattractive salesperson bothering you? I can get him to leave you alone. I'm just kidding, man. I'm Richie, manager.
Oh, Richie, we've met a dozen times.
Oh, word? Mm-hmm. Word. Tight. Must have been one of your stores I also manage in this chain.
No, it was this one right here.
Manage a lot of them.
No, I'm just gonna have a real bat for when he throws the head, so I can hit it, and I'll drop this bat, and then I'll take the other one.
Hey! Uber?
Yeah. Oh my God. Hey, let me guess. You want me to drive you to all the Sarah Connors in the city?
Come on, start it up. Let's go.
Oh, it's already started. Electric car. I call it silent but deadly.
Drive.
Stu, how do you do? Can I get you some bottled water, some Canadian chocolates? It was one of those things where I thought I was getting 5 bars on Amazon, but I ended up getting
Koreatown, now.
Koreatown? No. Hold on, I'm gonna bang a Yui here real quick. Nope, don't got it. Hold on. Oh, didn't quite make it. Just a couple more points and we got it.
When Michael Dowse talked to me about this project, I really excited because the story was, it's really great. It's like it's new for me because it's not like action, but a little bit combined, like a little bit comedy stuff. So yeah, why not? Vic is Dave Bautista. It's man, he's really kind person. He's really nice guy, and it's such an honor to me to work with, and with Kumail and Jenny as well. So he's really funny, and both of them like helped me a lot about this project, and every single time when I'm work with him and when I work with them, it's like it's like a family, like a new family for me. When we create a fight scene, I did myself. I did my stuff, my style, and I create for Dave's style as well. It's great combination, like comedy and action stuff, and you know it's gonna be rich idea because we have car chase and explosion and fight stuff and silly people as well inside, you know, inside the movie. So yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be complex story as well.
I thought that this concept was really funny. I think a movie about an Uber driver is long overdue at this point. And I saw the character, and I said, this would be a fun guy to play with. Stuber is about an Uber driver who has let people run all over him for far too long. His name is Stu, played by Kumail. And then there's a cop, played by Dave, who doesn't really understand how Uber works. He's basically everyone's dad using the Uber app, whose eyes aren't really working because he just got LASIK surgery, and he just got some time-sensitive information on a case, and now is the time. He's got to go get this guy. So he calls an Uber, doesn't really understand how it works, and Stu gets roped into the whole thing and proceeds to let Dave's character run all over him like he's been doing the whole time. And over the course of the movie, it's just kind of about Stu just kind of finding the courage to put his foot down and say, enough is enough. I'm done letting people walk all over me. And it's also about Vic, Dave's character, kind of realizing his faults as well. His father owns a sporting goods store called Outside of the Box. Not the nicest guy, kind of overcompensates for his insecurities by belittling Stu. Yeah, deep down is pretty sensitive. I've loved working with the director, Michael Dowse. I mean, I love the way we've been shooting this whole thing. He gets what he wants, and then he kind of lets you play with it a little bit, which is always a good time. I've always been a fan of movies where you take a guy that you would least expect to be in any of these crazy, heightened situations, and just kind of seeing the way this guy reacts, how he grows from these situations, and how these situations turn his character into where he's going.
Dave is the sweetest man I think I've ever met. I mean, he's a giant. He's this strong man, like of old, you know, like someone that could lift like cars. But he's so kind and so sweet and ingratiates himself with everyone on the crew and is so humble and kind of long-suffering. Like he's an example of how to act on a film set. He's just a lovely, lovely man. So really excited to be working with him. Michael Dowse is super smart. I think he really knows what he wants. He has an excellent sense for the way that scenes should play out, not only visually, but in terms of the acting and the action. He's kind of funny himself and has this kind of terse sort of humor, and I think he's really good at connecting the plot and the drama of the plot with the action part of it and the comedy part. So I think he's ideally suited for this. I think through the story, he kind of starts to find his strength and find his courage. You know, from being a person who wouldn't have described himself as a courageous man, he sort of becomes one as it goes along. And then Vic, who I think was so go it alone, I need to do this, realized that he really needs help. And his tough guy thing and his, you know, gunplay and his, you know, ultimately he actually needs this guy that he never thought he could need anything from except for driving, you know. So I don't know. I love that it's unconventional, that it's that the second half of the buddy cop is not a cop at all, is the opposite of a cop. I think it's going to be kind of hold on to your hats, like, you know, buckle in for the ride, because I think it's going to be very exciting. Like there's a thrill a minute in it, but you're also going to be laughing so hard that you know, like, you're not going to know what to do, whether to be nervous or laugh, you know, like whether you're going to be scared or you're going to be laughing, and maybe a combination.
I think what's different and refreshing about it is the realistic story points. In big action movies, you don't really get that a lot, and so the fact that you know it's a cop who gets LASIK is so funny and real and a thing that happens, and I think that people will find that they can relate to that. I really like her. She is. She's definitely a daughter of her father, but they bump heads a lot, probably because of that. She's strong-willed. She is artistic and creative. She is not a cop. She is an artist, and she's smart. They are both stubborn, and I think she thinks her dad is sort of stuck and a little bit just jagged around the edges, and she keeps trying for him to be, you know, like a normal, cool dad, but he's this, you know, cop who's obsessed with his job, and prioritizes that sometimes over his daughter, which can be frustrating and sad for her. But at the same time, she understands why he does it, and they're more similar than they are dissimilar. Vic is played by Dave Bautista, who I was a big fan of just from having seen him in Guardians of the Galaxy, which you actually can't see him because he's mostly blue. But and in this movie, he wears a shirt, and he's not blue, and he's great, and he's been so wonderful and nice to work with. And I was excited to get to see him, you know, play a real person as opposed to an alien. And I think he's just absolutely nailing it. Kumail Nanjiani plays Stu, and it's been really fun to work with him because we've been friends for a while. We both were on the Grinder together, and I think we knew. I have trouble remembering when exactly I met Kumail, but we're both in the comedy scene, so we've known each other for a long time. So it's really great to actually get to work with him again, and you know, and have scenes with him. It's really fun. He just has really great instincts and is really pushing for us to put the characters first and the comedy first, and I think you can really tell. I think all of the characters in this movie feel like real people, and it's largely due to him.
The first thing that really stood out was the actors I was going to be working with, such as Dave Bautista. I got really excited when I saw his name attached, as well as Kumail. Yeah, and in the script, when I read the script, I could tell that it was going to be a lot of fun. First of all, I love the premise, the idea of an Uber driver. It's something that I'm very familiar with. Who isn't? And then combining that with something so current and attaching someone like Dave Bautista to it, who is an excellent actor. I love the way he performs, and to see him combined with Kumail, it's really magical to see what they come off with. Kumail is hilarious. Some of the facial expressions and his delivery, it's just so tough. It reminded me of all the bloopers I've ever seen in my lifetime, you know, at the end of the movie or something, and you see when all the characters break. Like, one of the things I always say is, like, you know, don't laugh, like, you know, get your job done, but it's so difficult when you see someone like Kumail say something that's hilarious and you're trying to, like, keep it gangster, because, you know, my character's not, you know, he's not a comedian or anything like that. He's a tough guy, and it's just like, oh my God, can we cut? A bunch of action with some amazing comedy. I mean, if you like action, you're gonna get a good chunk of that, and if you like to laugh, oh, you're definitely gonna get a lot of that as well. So yeah, just hang on to your seatbelts and get ready for a really fun ride, because it's gonna be, I can tell it's gonna be an amazing film.
I read the script and was laughing so hard, and I'd never quite read anything like it. It is an action movie, but it's also really about the relationships and kind of moving and sweet as well, and hilarious. So I was really excited, and I'm obsessed with Kumail Nanjiani, so it was win-win-win. Seeing Kumail's character Stu kind of get caught up in the center of all this craziness is really interesting and funny. And while Kumail is so hilarious, he's also a really good actor. So it's about a real guy. It's sort of a window into what would happen if you or I got caught up in an action movie, and sort of offering a sort of realistic, grounded, ridiculous point of view of an action movie. I think his comedy is so smart, and he's so good at just cracking open his brain and letting you look inside. And he's the kind of person where even if you've never met anyone who thinks like him, you sort of immediately know exactly who he is and feel like a friend, and like he's treating you like a friend as an audience member. Becca is a longtime friend of Stu from college. They're best friends, and I think probably the kind of friendship where they have a billion inside jokes and know each other way too well. And when we meet them, they are about to open a business together, a spin studio together. And Becca has no idea that Stu has romantic feelings for her. He's an amazing director, and we had a long phone call about who Becca was and what traps we didn't want to fall into, which is a call I've never received from a male director, and I was very happy to receive it. He's very woke.
When I first got the script for Stuber, I think the most exciting part of it was just how hilarious the script was. I mean, even just on the page, it was immediately so funny. And then to find out the actors who were playing the two lead roles, I think that just made it even more exciting, because I was like, okay, so this is already funny on the page. It's going to get even funnier when those actors get their hands on them, on the lines. And so I knew I wanted to be a part of it pretty quickly. We meet this regular guy called Stu, who is an Uber driver, and his aspirations mainly lie with getting a 5-star rating, and also this girl that he's casually in love with, but she doesn't know that. And then he just picks up the wrong guy one day, or the right guy, and that happens to be a character called Vic, who is a policeman, and he needs a new partner, and so Stu ends up becoming his partner. So I play Sarah Morris, and she is, in the opening of the movie, we meet her, and she's Vic's partner. She's a cop as well as Vic, and they have a bit of a sort of father-daughter relationship. He's very protective over her. She's very protective over him as well. It's a fairly sort of balanced and equal relationship. However, there is that slightly kind of parental vibe coming from him. Working with him on any project is just the best. He is this giant man, but he's also like this really tender, gentle teddy bear. I mean, that's the best way to describe him. He's so softly spoken, he's really kind and generous, but also just like massive. So it's this kind of interesting contradiction. And you know, I love working with him. I love him as a person and also as an actor. I think that he's totally inspiring as a performer because everything's so understated, and he kind of draws you in with this kind of minimalist approach to everything. And yeah, he's just a great laugh as well. Stu is played by Kumail Nanjiani, and he is a great character. He's your like everyman. He's an Uber driver. He's a normal guy. He's in love with this girl and he wants to get her. He's kind of like facing all of the same, you know, issues that everybody does in their normal life. And then it's just so much fun to see this ordinary guy be just like swept up in this completely extraordinary journey, and also to just watch his character development is pretty special. He becomes a bit of a hero. he just makes everything easier. I think when people are true masters of what they do, it's slightly easier to work with them. You know, you think it might be more difficult and technical, but actually they're just so clever about it, and they have such good technique that they can really help you out pretty quickly. And so I feel like he made me a better fighter in the space of about 2 hours. It was really incredible. And you know, I'm no stranger to fight sequences anymore, but he really like raised the game. He was definitely the best martial artist I've ever encountered.
Batista gets LASIK surgery the day he gets a call that the big drug dealer that he's been chasing for years is in town, and nobody at his department believes him because he's cried wolf before. And so he calls an Uber driver and enlists and basically forces the Uber driver to sort of go on this all-night adventure, all-day, all-night adventure to get this drug dealer to sort of be his eyes, and I'm the Uber driver. I think the dynamic really works because it's two completely different kind of guys that we all know, sort of forced to spend time together. And these two guys would never, ever, ever be friends, except in a situation where they're sort of forced to work together. Batista's definitely my sidekick in this movie. It's, you know, sort of about Stu, and then Batista's the sidekick. No, I think it's a story of both of them equally. I don't think anybody is anybody's sidekick. I think it sort of switches scene to scene. So there are certain scenes where I am definitely his sidekick, and then there are certain scenes where he's my sidekick. So that's what I like about it, is that it's very balanced, and that they realize that their roles aren't hero and sidekick. It's that their roles are both, depending on the situation. He's a very, very serious and committed performer and actor, and he's had a lot of experience. And I have a lot to learn from him because I've never done action. He's done a lot of action. So I sort of watch him and then learn how to do action scenes. It happens over and over again in this movie where I get an idea and I try and do something to fix things, and it makes things much worse. And it's just a really funny beat that I haven't seen in an action movie before. He's just really, really great at action and the comedy stuff and the dramatic stuff. It's rare to find a director who can sort of hit all those different things, because you watch these movies and you can feel like, oh, this was more of a comedy director doing an action movie, or this is more of an action director made an action movie with some comedy in it. But Michael Dowse, he's really good at both aspects of it, and he's really funny, and the stuff he does with the camera is really cool and interesting. And you know, I feel like so many comedies now sort of look the same, and this one doesn't. I've learned so much from watching them, the way they use their movements and their bodies to sort of tell a story. It's really, really fascinating, and they're all so good, and they nail it every time, and then they completely stand back up. Like, I watch a thing, I'll see somebody like crash through glass, and I'm like, oh, that guy's going to the hospital. And he gets up, he's like, all right, let's do it again. I'm like, wow, I will never be like that. We wanted to feel the entire time that these guys are in danger. If any joke breaks the reality that they're in danger, then the whole movie doesn't work. But I think it's gonna be, I hope it's really funny. I mean, the stuff we shot felt really funny.
It's something that Kumail and I both bring to the characters that make it fresh. I think he has such a subtle type of humor, such an underlying, understated type of humor that he doesn't have to try very hard, where you see a lot of comedians when they're in these types of roles, seems like they're just trying too hard to be funny, and Kumail is just naturally such a funny person. There's a lot of Stu in Kumail, but he's also a very, Kumail, or Stu is just, he's got the biggest heart. He cares about people, and he cares what people think about him as well. But I think, he's really that good-natured person that Vic aspires to be on the inside, but he would never show it on the outside because he's just too worried about, you know, people perceiving him as being weak. You know, he's gotta have that tough exterior. The person that you may completely clash with may end up being your best friend. You know, it's one of those stories, which is, you know, not far-fetched. It's, you know, it's opposites attract story, you know, and I think that's what it is. I think people can relate to it, and it's inspiring. I love the fact that we're going to, you know, make people laugh in this film, but I also take a lot of pride that there's some heart to the story, and I think we're gonna make people shed a few tears. You know, what's really great about her is not only is she a really brilliant actress, really a deep emotional actress with a hell of a range, but she's also a director too, and she's got a director's eye. I am a large person, much larger than Iko, but I also have a certain range of athletic ability. And so it just adds for a really good dynamic. And I think that's another thing that's going to make this movie stand out, is our action in this film is not your typical comedy action. You know, it's really well done. There's some really strong fight scenes. Iko's amazing. Not only is he amazing, but his stunt team is amazing. So the stuff that we're bringing to the film, I think it's different, it's fresh, it's new. It's just not your average comedy. It's really not. The premise of the film is just, the bottom line is just funny. I mean, there's a lot of layers to this movie, but I think at the end of the day, we're just gonna make people laugh their asses off. You know, it's just funny. And Kumail and I, we just have great chemistry.
FuturePreviews.com. Whoa! Go behind the scenes of movies. Subscribe to FutureFlix YouTube channel.